The writings of novelist and playwright Izumi Kyoka are highly distinctive. In contrast to the works of many of his contemporaries, who sought a pared-down, more naturalistic form, Kyoka's works are in a style that revels in the artistry of language, focusing on aesthetic beauty and extravagant poetic imagery. He has been praised as a symbolist and mystic, and his subjects frequently treat worlds of pure fantasy that are the perfect vehicles for his flights of literary invention. The Castle Tower, Tenshu Monogatari, is one of Kyoka's most famous plays. It was first published in 1917, but was never staged until 1951. Since 1977, it has been performed on numerous occasions, and in every case, the leading role of Princess Tomi has been taken by Kabuki actor Bando Tamasaburo, who also stars in this month's production. It is sometime during the feudal age, long, long ago. We are high up in the tower of the White Heron Castle in Himeji, occupied by a host of strange, unearthly creatures. The sun has just set on a day in late autumn. Quiet now. We have just completed our sweeping. We'll go to see the fishing then. My, but what a splendid view! As the princess from Inawashiro will be visiting us, we thought it a little depressing. One could hardly object to this weather, and the maples on the distant mountains are so colorful now. The battlements and watchtower were such unpleasant obstructions, all mud and iron, that we cleared them away with the outer fence. But of course, for those normally so disinclined to work, what you've done is admirable. But you'll give us a bad name. When have we been lazy? You may well ask me that, but what exactly is it that you're doing now? Could there be a more pointless and idle pursuit than fishing from the 5th floor of a castle keep? The river of heaven does not flow among the grass. As Princess Tomi is now away, perhaps you think you have much time on your hands, but it's no joking matter. But it is not fish we are trying to catch. There are no arrangements prepared for our lion lord, and so we are all getting flowers to give to him. We are fishing for blossoms of the wild autumn grasses. Blossoms of the autumn grasses? This is the first I hear of such a pastime. Can you really fish for such things? Why, yes, you can fish for them. It's our new invention. Well now, there's no call to be haughty about it. Concerning that, I inquire just to be sure, but what is it that you use to attract the flowers? Indeed, we use glistening dewdrops. At this time, all manner of flowering plants and autumn grasses desire great quantities of dew, for now we approach late afternoon, and it is still too early for the evening or night dew to appear. Why, look there. See what she is fetching up now. Yes, truly. But if you are fishing for flowers and grasses, I'd best keep quiet and watch in silence. They say one should not talk when fishing. It's no wonder she is the one to catch something, for she is the quietest among you. That's undeniable, is it not? But this is different from catching fish. You may speak or sing as loudly as you wish. It is only the rustling wind we must avoid, for that would cause the dew to drop upon the ground. Why, I've caught something. Splendid. Oh, but what a sweet blossom. Hand me a rod, for I would fish too. Well done indeed. How delightful. But wait. A strong wind has arisen. The dew will not stay on the line. How malicious. Suddenly, a violent wind blows. The autumn grasses within the castle grounds are blown in beautiful waves. As you say that, the colors of the blossoms hide themselves, and only the pure white pampas seems to flow towards us like a river. Black clouds race towards us in the sky. Just now I was thinking how curious, for the fields and mountains have quite darkened over. Surely there'll be a terrible downpour. Where could our mistress be? It would be best if she returned quickly. As always, she said nothing of where she was bound. She just departed abruptly. We cannot go to greet her. It will soon be the hour for our guest, Princess Kame, to arrive. Our mistress will know that, so she'll doubtless be back soon. Before that, ladies, it would be best for you to arrange the autumn flowers and offer them to our lord, the Lionhead. Indeed, let us do so, before the dew falls. See there, how it seems both eyes shine brightly and its fangs move. Enjoying the flowers and butterflies, how happy it seems. Our mistress returns. Princess Tomi is played by Bando Tamasaburo. Come to greet me, have you? My thanks. Sometimes, as the mood takes me, like the late autumn wind, I suddenly stir outdoors. Quite pitiable compared to you ladies, pretty as dew-drenched blossoms. We are undeserving of such words, my lady. But mistress, look what you're wearing. Does it suit? Why, with that your figure is so slender. Lithe as the weeping willows, in form lustrous as grasses in the rain. How you fib. This I borrowed from a scarecrow standing in the fields. Yet upon my lady's shoulders, it's like brilliant armor sewn by delicate threads with silver and jewels. Praised in that way, it becomes rather heavy. Take it, please. I am a little fatigued. Princess Kame has not yet arrived. I am sure she will be here before long. It is for that reason we have been waiting for our mistress's return. Where has our lady been? I went as far as Demon Pond. Deep among the mountains of Ono County in Echizen, where no humans dwell. To that Demon Pond. Well, I did not go there just for amusement. I went to ask the mistress of that great pond, Lady Yuki, a favor. But madam, I or any one of the women here could have been sent for that purpose. In going there yourself, you have encountered a heavy downpour. It was the rain I went there to request. Today, from this Himeji castle, well, to look at it from here, it seems no more than tenement houses. The master of these tenements, the Lord of Harima, departed with great numbers of men to go hunting in the autumn mountains. This you know, I'm sure. In the high heavens, the cries of migrating or other birds is a pleasing sound to hear. But the noise of those men dashing around the fields in such uproar, with the shrieking voices of those retainers, was so loud. Had it been falconers alone, I could have borne it, but lately they've become so ill-mannered with their bows and arrows and muskets, causing such wild clamour that it is beyond tolerating. And how rude it would be for my guest, Princess Kame, who comes riding on the mist in a procession through the sky. And so for the downpour and the violent wind to pursue and destroy the hunting party. That is what I went to Demon Pond to request of Lady Yuki. It is no wonder then, for such a sudden downpour is quite out of season. Was it only rain that fell here? It must have been mere remnants of the driving downpour. But the hunting party rode far into the distance, up to the mound 1 league distant upon Himeji Moor. There, the night-black clouds produced dazzling flashes of lightning and frightening hail. On that exposed wasteland, the hunting party, like Crucian carp swimming along a channel, all made for shelter beneath the mound's pine tree, teeming together, gulping at the air. Here a sedge hat swimming, there a soldier's surcoat streaming in the water. It was good to see those who bear arms getting soaked with rain. In their panic, they even folded up the hems of their trousers to show moxa scars. How ridiculous they seemed. In a shower, even sparrows pecking at 1 or 2 grains of millet look more dignified than they. Yet these men who gobble up 500, 1,000 bushels of rice each, why, nothing could be more absurd. They were both laughable and pitiful at once, were they not? As for me, on my way back, I stood on the edge of Heron's Peak, shielding myself with a sheaf of rice, and secretly gazed upon them. The midday moon, like a line of flying geese above, reflected on my sleeve. A bent line resembling the shape of a folded love letter. Lady Yuki of Demon Pond may seem severe, but she does not lack refinement, for the black clouds above the fields, the hilltops like lapis lazuli, all this was her arrangement. Just for that, the hunting party would not have stopped, but as promised, the violent wind and heavy rain did drive them back towards the castle. From afar they left the pine shade, and below the streaming black clouds like a muddy river they dashed, a gale blowing horizontally behind them. As I stood watching, I too felt a sudden shower upon me, and, before even reciting a poem, borrowed the raincoat and hat from a scarecrow to return. You girls there, you should return those for me later. Surely there's no need for that. No, no. That which belongs to the farmers is important. We cannot be negligent. Then we shall obey. But before that, my lady, perhaps you should change. Your dress must be soaked and feel most uncomfortable. Thanks to the coat, I was not wet. It does not feel unpleasant. But as Princess Kame and I are close friends, perhaps it would be rude not to change. Shall I change then? And we can comb your hair, my lady. Why, yes, do so. The so-called Red Priest arrives. The actor is Nakamura Shido. Horrible old man, but we're not scared of you. Just as I'd expect of you, the maids of Princess Tomi of Himeji Castle's keep. I must concede, despite being the most red-faced goblin of northern Oshu, you show not the slightest fear of me. I'm quite at a loss. Well now, please announce me to your mistress. You old man who came through the roof? What a way to greet me. But I have come from Inawashiro. Come now, announce me. No, we won't. Well, I never. Who calls? From where do you come? From Jumonji Plain in Aizu County in the province of Iwashiro. I am goblin leader of Oshu, the Red Priest. I have accompanied Princess Kame from Inawashiro Castle. I beg that you announce me to Princess Tomi of this castle keep. We are much obliged to you. But I say, where is the princess? Her palanquin is now waiting on the roof ridge. My mistress has been impatient for her arrival. Please have her enter at once. To the palanquin bearers, you are to wait there. Princess, please enter, and long-tongued hag, you are to accompany her. Princess Kame is played by Nakamura Kantaro. By your leave. Lady Kame, beloved sister, how I have missed you. And I you. Mistress, if you will. I believe you yourself indulge lately. Drink and smoke. That is a worry then. And yet, you are not my master. Such odious words. And from Inawashiro to this Himeji is a distance of 500 leagues. Is it not, old hag? Just as you say, madam. Crossing over mountain and sea, carried on the wind, a half-day's journey it would not be. But walking from one inn to the next, it would indeed be a distance of 500 or even 530 leagues.
もうそっともござりましょうぞ。
And how good of you to come all that way to play a ball game with me. Indeed, elder sister, am I not sweet to do so? Why no, you are hateful. As you please. Then again, how sweet after all. Now show me. But how pretty the ball is. If only you'd brought me one as well. Madam, the princess has brought you a gift, and we have it here. It is doubtless forward of me to say so, but this is quite special. I am sure Madam will be most satisfied. What say you, my lady? Yes, open it. We're at Sister's place now. How pleasing. And yet, Kame may be tricking me. Within is sure to be smoke from Mount Bandai's peak or someone's flaming spirit. That's close. Then I'd rather not. Well, I won't give it to you then. How beautiful it seems, your pleasant banter. Your flower-like words dart from one to the other like butterflies. However, though it is not my place to say it, Madam will certainly find this gift to her liking. But how careless! On the way here it has been shaken and the juice has spilt out. Old hag! Old hag! The gift is soiled. Though it appear like a bad fishmonger washing the fins of a sea bass that's dropped its scales in fresh water, we will not do that. Old hag, purify and wipe it clean. But do not worry. Those that are bloody are all the more delicious. Fish broth that's spilt is but the soup of a rubbish heap and will need no seasoning. It is but filth. Filth to the eyes. Come now, let me clean it up for you. Filthy. How filthy. Yet delicious. or rather, filthy. Filthy. And yet, delicious. Not one bite. It is not a gift for you. It's quite all right. How frightening to grow old, for my teeth are so bad these days that unless it is chopped up small for me, not even a pickled daikon would pass down my throat, let alone a human head. In this shape before me now, even if it were sweet candy, it would be too much for me now. This is no time to be saying such things. My lady, when this old hag licks with her long tongue as now, whether bird, beast or human, their flesh will melt away, leaving nothing but bone. See, mark my words, for in an instant the gift of this head has grown longer and slimmer. Though his features altered with death, now they are restored to what they were in life. See, princess. Truly, that is so. My lady, all the rest of you too. Look how this head brought by Princess Kame resembles that of the master of this very Himeji castle. Why, yes, the splitting image. Surely, Kame, this gift of yours is none other than... Yes, it is the head of the one who dwells under my own eaves, the lord of Inawashiro Castle, Takeda Emon-nosuke. Such a splendid gift for me. Don't mention it. Not a soul knows of it yet, for while leaving my castle, this Emon-nosuke was leaning against his mistress's knee, drinking sake. These daimyo lords have such bad manners, as you know. In a single mouthful, he will down a bowl of carp soup. But the fish guts still contain a hook that will pierce him through the throat. And that is how he will meet his end. Why, they've just brought in the dish now. But how careless of me. The hook will still be in his throat. What an awful thing it would be if sister were to swallow it. Wait. You have taken such great pains to bring this gift. But if we took out the hook here, then Emon-nosuke may come back to life. I shall take care. And ladies, you were right to say he is the splitting image, for this man is the brother of our own Lord of Harima, master of this Himeji castle. Let us offer it before the lion head. Why, sister, I do envy you for having such a lord. If that were true, for us both, though we lack for nothing, if only we had a man as powerful as this. Speaking of men, Kame dear, I have something to show you. Old hag, do not gawp at the lion head in that indecent way. For one of my decrepit years, I beg my lady's indulgence, but my fascination is not without cause. Just being fascinated would not be a problem, but you are close enough for your tongue to reach it. This helmet belongs to the master of this castle, the Lord of Harima, and has been a great treasure in his family for generations. So important an object is it to him that he kept it, with its 5 neck plates, inside 17 storehouses and secured with 9 locks. So happy was I to be meeting you today that, in truth, I took it in order to present to you. But then, seeing the marvelous gift you have brought me, I feel quite ashamed. Merely consider my good intentions and inspect it now. No, no, but how brilliant it is. I'll not give it to you. In the first place, I only realized afterwards that it's been kept in storage for so long, it smells musty. They've not burnt any sweet incense to perfume it. Had it belonged to Kimura, Lord of Nagato, at the time of the fall of Osaka Castle, that would be a different matter. But instead, it belonged to one on the winning side who remained far back, taking shelter from the rain of arrows. Look yourself. Indeed, there's nothing to indicate death in battle. That's why, let us leave it. Before you leave, I shall certainly find something else to your liking. Something better? Very well. Then, sister, let us quickly begin our ball game. Yes, let us play. Over there. The master of this castle and his hunting party, pursued by the wind and the rain, have at last made their way back here. The sound of your voice, lovely as it is, heard from this castle keep, will echo so beautifully that they are sure to make a fuss again. As for yourself, priest, won't you share a drink with my ladies here? My lady, you are a true saint among us. And the old hag, you as well. Stay here and partake yourself, for I and my sister here will indulge ourselves. Why, we have the fruits of the chocolate vine and cornus, mountain grapes and monkey's handmade wine, honey from the mountain bees and sweet ant nectar. Yet, just listening to both your songs as you play the ball game will be as medicine to prolong one's life. At my advanced years, I no longer know want nor profit, and yet, still, I would like to live a longer life. But, old hag, I think you do have other desires as well. Hateful priest. On our way back, I shall be sure to give you a licking. Help, I beg you. My horn is shrinking. Then I shall join you now. Now, Your Reverence, please relax. That's just what I'll do. Have you any interesting tales to tell us? How could I not? The Red Priest's tale is bemusing for the ladies. A mountain priest is a mountain priest, he says. What we call his cap is his cap. But a serving lady, why, she's what you'd call a beauty. The path to love is the dead of night, and yet, not forsaking the paths through the fields and mountains, I practice my austerities with my trusty prayer beads. With one prayer after the next, it's bound to bring a good effect. An iris grows below the bridge, and yet, who planted it there? It may have a good effect for you, but these tales are not interesting. Well then, we may not be renowned courtesans, but still we'll serve you a drink. Let us have entertainment to go with it. That will have a good effect for sure. Then to that good effect, two of you, stand and dance.
Barabam, barabam.
And now the priest's turn. Come now, stand and dance. Then you ladies must accept a cup from me. Red Priest begins to quote and then dance to a passage about warfare from the great medieval chronicle, the Taiheiki. A voice announces the imminent departure of Princess Kame. Well then, sister, next time you must visit me. Make it soon. The hunting party is back. Before, as I made my way here, I spied them like a procession of ants carrying their muskets and dashing along an avenue of pines. And there on horseback, bending back, is the lord who so resembles the head I brought. How proud he seems as he enters the inner castle. He's the lord of Harima. With wings as white as snow, what a lovely falcon he has. then that falcon will be my gift to you.
どうしてあれを見ておいて
Watch me get it, for I am Tommy of Himeji Castle.
だもの
With this cloak upon my shoulders, I am a crane to human eyes.
空に見える お涼しいお姉様この高
Throw your ball for this falcon to fetch for you.
さあ
Enjoy your time with it.
お遊びなさいまし。
Insolence.
それ皆さん。
Old hag, where are you?
大事ない大事ない。お皆が
Everyone, light fireworks and incense, for it will make them think their musket shots have set alight this tower, and in their amazement they'll stop shooting. Look there. Now, set light to 2 or 3 likely places with that fire, and they will act as torches. Torches to guide Lady Kame on her way. For all you have done for me, I am happy. Farewell. Fare you well. A young warrior has climbed the stairs. He is played by Ichikawa Ebizo. Who's there? It's me. I am a samurai in service to the master of this castle. Why have you come? For the past 100 years, not a living soul has climbed beyond the second or third floors of this keep. None has reached the 5th floor. But abiding by my lord's instructions, I have come this evening. For that alone, and also because my lord's treasured falcon, the finest in Japan, seems to have flown up here, and I was ordered to find its whereabouts. Those with wings are at greater liberty than humans. They can fly 500, 1,000 leagues as they choose. Say that to him. Is that all? I have no other mission here. Now that you have climbed to the 5th floor, were there no further plans spoken of? No, none. And now that you have seen it for yourself, what do you intend? This castle keep belongs to my lord. No matter what occurs, I cannot act without my lord's instructions. Wait. This tower is mine. Then it may well be yours. And as he is master of the castle, my lord may well think of it as his. But at least one thing is certain, that it does not belong to me. It is not my intention to act upon that which is not mine, without waiting for instructions. Those are refreshing words. If you are of that mind, then you may return from here safely. I will permit you to return safely. That is a blessing. But in future, whatever Harima says, you are not to come here again. This is no place for humans to venture. And see to it that no one else comes either. I will not come, and nor will any other vassal of this house worth 500,000 bushels. We all value our lives. Yet you did come. Do you not wish to live? For certain reasons, I earned my lord's displeasure. Sent from my lord's presence, I was put under house confinement. But as there was no one else to climb up here, I was quickly summoned. The messenger who came said my lord was about to order my death by seppuku, but that he suddenly changed his mind. Now this task is accomplished. Will you be spared seppuku? That was his promise. I care nothing for the lives of humans, but I would not have you commit seppuku. I despise that form of warrior's death. However, by chance I seem to have saved your life. That's no bad thing. Tonight is a good night. Now, return. You're still here? I beg your indulgence, but may I report to my lord that I have seen your form? Be sure to do so. Unless I am out, I am always present here. By my honor as a samurai, I beg your leave. Back again. Please forgive me for causing a disturbance once more, now in the dead of night. What do you come for? I had descended to the third floor of the keep when some monstrous creature the size of a kite and with the black wings of a giant bat flapped, blowing out my flame. Unable to go further, I have come to request a light. You come only for that? You said you would not come again. Have you forgotten my words? There was not the slightest glimmer of moonlight, and facing downstairs all was pitch black. As a man, if I were to miss my footing, fall down the stairs and become crippled, there would be no point in living on. But looking up to this 5th floor, I saw a faint light. Though it cost my life, I thought it better to risk your blame than to fall and injure myself. So despite your warning, I humbly visit you again. How refreshing is your spirit, and how courageous. I shall give you a light. I hesitate to bother you. I'll do it myself. No, no. This light illuminates the morning and pole stars, dragon lamps and jewels. You cannot light your own candle with it. I no longer want you to return. I think I shall not send you back. You say that Harima ordered your seppuku. What sin did you commit? Upon my fist there rested my lord's treasured white falcon, the finest in Japan. And yet I let it escape up to this castle keep. That was my fault, my crime. What? It is such an offense to let go a falcon? Humans have such strange forms of censure. It was not you who let that falcon escape. He ordered you, for seeing such a beautiful crane fly up here upon the roof's ridge. The Lord of Harima coveted the bird, yet now he blames you for this crime. We are lord and retainer, my lady. To submit my life at his bidding is a vassal's path. Then that is a crooked path. In following a mistaken order, you lead your lord along the wrong path, do you not? But the falcon escaped. How frightening this system of lord and retainer. Can a man's life be exchanged for a bird's? Very well. If you say it was your mistake, and if that's the path of lord and retainer, then it cannot be helped. However, if it was at Harima's instructions, then it was Harima's fault. And in the first place, it was not you who lost the bird. It was I who took it. Then I resent that. First of all, to whom do you think a falcon belongs? A falcon has its own world. Forests purified by dew and frost, fresh open skies blown clear by morning storms or evening winds. They are not objects belonging to humans. Such men as daimyo lords are far too conceited, thinking that such a falcon could be their possession. Do you not agree? My lady, so beautiful, noble, and yet so enigmatic, I cannot answer you. No, no, I do not mean to argue you down with words. If you understand what I have said, even but a little, then to those army quarters, to those outbuildings and inner citadels, do not return. Worth more than gold or silver, gemstones or the finest coral, I give you my person. Exchange that master who would order your death by disembowelment for my own heart. I give you my life. Do not go back. I do not know what to do, my lady. I was firmly resolved to serve my lord, yet now, like waves that dash upon the shore, is the anguish I feel. I cannot decide. I must hear from my parents, from my tutor. I must consult books. I beg leave. I see you still have a lingering attachment to the world. Then go back. My way ahead grows dark. Upon mankind that is so often bewildered, please take pity. Such gentle words. Again, I do not want to let you go. But if you force me to remain, I will resist. Resist me? But of course. How brave, how manly. A young man much like my lion head. I would know your name. I hardly recall if I have one, for your words are so like a dream. But I believe it is Himekawa Zushonosuke. I shall think upon this name fondly. I will not forget it. In future, when I pass beneath this castle keep, I shall make obeisance, I swear. Is there nothing for it? Is it the rule that I may not return alive? We are not in the Lord of Harima's household now. Here it is my heart that rules, nothing else. Then why do you stop me? I have a parting gift for you. Mankind is unbelieving. That cowardly, mean and selfish master of yours will be worse. No one will believe that you have climbed to this 5th floor and seen my person. To one as pure and clear as yourself, I will give proof. Take this as evidence. I have never seen such a gift. My lady, it would be rude to decline. It is such a splendid helmet. It may be a pile of gold and silver, but the workmanship is not so fine. But it is a precious object to the Takeda house. Do you not remember it? Surely it cannot be. Only once a year when the storehouses are aired, I have seen its like. The clan treasure that is the green dragon helmet. Indeed, it is the very same. Then I am eager to hurry back. I beg your leave. If you come back, I will not let you leave again. I swear it. You needn't say it again. Farewell. My lord, that man, I beg you give me. My lady, a fine young man that was. Until now I did not know him. I'm embarrassed never to have set eyes on him before. For long you have desired such a man. Why did you let him return? He wanted to live. He said he'd resist me. But you would both have lived here together. There was no question of taking his life. To the eyes of men like him, remaining here is not living. But then, with your beauty and your powers, it would have been better to keep him here. How could he have resisted? No, I did not want to appeal to him just with my looks, nor force him with my powers. That is what the Lord of Harima does. True love is from heart to heart. Yet in saying that, he was the falconer who took care of the white falcon. Perhaps it was fated. Undoubtedly, it was fate. Somehow, I believe that. My lady, despite your words, I am much obliged to you. As I am myself. My, something is making a racket below the tower. Why, look there. Great numbers of samurai have gathered with blazing torches. Takeda, Lord of Harima himself, is seated on a camp stool. He seems burning with curiosity and impatient for the return of the one he sent up to this castle keep.
お天使見届けのお使いの帰るのを待ちかねて押し出したのでござります。
There, there, Sushonosuke seems so small from here. In the midst of all those tadpoles, dressed in his formal crested wear, he seems conspicuous in his beauty, like a flower above a pond.
水際だってお美しい。奥様？知らないよ。まあ。ほう。
They're beginning to inspect the helmet. What a surprise! That master's thick and lacquered eyebrows are moving with agitation. What a sight it would have been to have shown him the gift from Princess Kame, his own brother's head. There is the chief retainer, grown rich on stockpiling the goods he made the farmers suffer to produce for him. Yet he's grown quite bald. All are surrounding Sushonosuke. Why, they've drawn their swords. Enough. No, my lady, it is not. They are calling Sushonosuke a thief, one who stole the treasured helmet in rebellion, a rebel, they say, as bad as one who tried to take their lord's own head. And yet, it was Sushonosuke who retrieved the helmet for them. What creatures humans are. Others set upon him. But perhaps his loyalty and his allowance will stop him from resisting. He's thrown them. And there, the chief retainer takes off his vest and great numbers draw their blades. How dangerous! Sushonosuke draws against them. One has lost his arm. Another sliced through the belly. What a shame! One has lost his head. Are you not used to such sights? Why this noise? But my lady, it is one against many. Sushonosuke has cut his way through. He is making for this castle tower. They're chasing him with spears. He's reached the second floor, but great throngs of men pursue him. Then call for help. Ladies, ladies. My lady, I have acted against your words. Forgive me, for I have come a third time. They call me thief, traitor, and rebel. I know it. Those that yesterday, today, even until now you called your friends, have turned their blades upon you at one word from their lord. For so paltry a sin, I will not give myself up to be killed by humans, though I be one myself. I would have you kill me instead. I went against your word and broke my promise. If one of your samurai brethren, I would take your life. but I would rather have you live with me forever. I am grateful. Yet even if I followed your words, my pursuers will not allow me to survive. Please kill me yourself quickly. I desire nothing more than for you to take my life. It would be too vexing for them to take it. I beg you, now. They will not come this far. But even now upon the steps leading to this 5th floor, they are scurrying up and down like rats. Indeed, they hesitate out of fear of the old tales and legends, the talk of devils that surround this place, but they have already watched me come up here and will presently follow. Very well then, we must conceal you hereabouts. Inside here. A golden castle within iron walls. No, it is soft. Soft as cotton. Now hold on to me tightly. Mysterious, dreadful, yet beautiful. This is where we saw that woman's standing figure. We'll be bewitched. Gazing up at the auspicious sight of a crane like a flying angel, our master let fly his hawk to catch it, when a torn straw coat fell on him. In his desperation, I am sure that Tsushonosuke has dived under that lion head's cape as a hiding place. By our lord's orders, traitor, present yourself. This is Yamazumi Kuhei. He won't come out if you call. Grab hold and pull him out. Take care, or you'll get injured. This lion head has never been an ordinary object, if the legend be true. It once adorned the Heron's Hill Shrine some distance from the castle. 2 generations ago, the then lord of this domain rode out on horseback to hunt. As he passed, he spied a woman, some lady from the capital, for she did not seem to come from any village around here, who was of matchless beauty in the world. In order to avoid the procession, she took shelter within the shrine. Though out hunting in the maple-covered mountains, he thought that she was some refined and noble lady whose family had perhaps lost in the civil wars and had become a fugitive, but a matchless beauty nonetheless. The Lord ordered his men to fetch her. His attendants forced their way into the shrine, but she, claiming to be another's wife, fought the men until they bound her hands and feet. Then she bit her own tongue and fell down dead. As she did so, she stared fixedly at this lion head and cried out what a fine piece of work it was. If only she had its strength, neither wolf nor tiger could defeat her. After that, for the next 3 years, there were torrential floods each autumn. According to the shrine priest who cleared away her body, that same lion took up the woman's head and licked clean the blood, shedding tears from its eyes as it did so. And so, the people believed that the terrible floods were caused by the woman's bitter resentment. When she died, her hair came loose, and that which fell from her front locks, a wooden comb carved in relief with a design of peonies, the Lord's retainers picked up and gave to their master. Receiving it on his horse, the Lord slipped it into his sleeve, looking unconcerned. He was a fearless daimyo, who took no notice of curses and such like. If there were to be floods, he cried, then let the waters reach up to the 5th floor of his castle keep. Then he had the lion head brought to the castle and installed here. Ever since then, there have been tales of odd sights and apparitions, and the place has been known as a tower possessed by spirits. I never believed it until now. Understood. Prepare the spears. Though made of wood, it has a spirit, the same as any living beast. Aim for the eyes. I am blinded. I can't see. Whose head is this? Those of you with sight, look well. The master's head, the Lord of Harima's head. What calamity has befallen us? Men, have we still our own heads? Fearful apparition. This is no place to idle about in. My lady, where are you? My lady? I can no longer see.
目が見えなくなりました。姫君。あなた。
I, too, have become blind. Ladies, ladies, bring some lamps. We have all lost our sight. Not one of us can see a thing. Both eyes on the lion's head have been wounded. Those that live by its living spirit have all lost their sight. Sushonosuke, where are you? There's nothing more to say. Prepare yourself to die. The head I brought out just now will disappear once the men leave this castle tower. As soon as it does, our pursuers will return. I myself can climb the clouds, ride the wind, or cross over rainbows. But my dear Sushonosuke cannot. Ah, how bitter. How I would have shown those men who attack us. With the straw coat upon our backs, we too would have stood side by side at sunrise, moonrise, or in the light of the setting sun. But now that I am blind, I cannot even save your life. Please forgive me. Do not be sorry, my lady. Let it be you who ends my life. No human shall slay you, or else I will die as well. Becoming the soot and dust in this castle keep, like fallen leaves I will wither away. Then for what reason have you, so beautiful, lingered for so long in this world, only to travel to hell in the end? No, it is my desire also to be killed by your hand. Do you speak the truth? Yes, but in saying that, I would see your face once more, just once again. My love is that which comes only once in 100, only once in 1,000 years. I as well. I would look upon that noble, beautiful face once more. I need neither past nor future worlds, if only we could remain like this. There are shouts from below. How bitter. If only we had time, I would ask for help from Lady Yuki of Demon Pond and the dear mistress of Inawashiro Castle. My lady, kill me. But I am too attached still. I would save you. I am too attached. If you delay, I will be butchered by those human rascals who pursue us. If you will not end my life, I shall kill myself. You may not commit seppuku, but there is no alternative. I shall act as your second. Then I'll bite off your tongue, and along with that, here is my breast to stab. If only I could at least see that mouth that speaks these words. And I, if only just a single eyelash. Wait, cease your tears, cease your tears. You beautiful pair, cease your tears. Let me first open the eyes. This actor is Kataoka Gato. Your sight is restored. Your eyes are open. Now happily open. Will you not laugh and rejoice? Old man, who are you? Why, who was it that carved that peony comb, or indeed this lion's head? Omi no Jo Toroku they call me, a toothpick maker from Tamba. I am ashamed to be seen like this. Yes, you seem embarrassed, rather ashamed. And yet you appear happy too. Such a harmonious young couple. At last, your painful cares do ease, and a peaceful sleep awaits. I shall bring back more light into your eyes. Now the light shines down. Moonlight in your eyes. Though the world be at war, still butterflies will dance. Pinks and bellflowers will still blossom forth. The fools! Here there is the lion head. As in a festival, let us rejoice aloud. Why, those spears, bows and arrows, cutting swords and muskets, and those castle wretches. This translation for Tenshu Monogatari was written and narrated by Paul Griffith.